Okay, hi guys. We are on Google Hangouts. We tried Skype, that didn't work. We tried a few different recording
Yeah,
things,
no.
that didn't work. So the quality isn't the best. I'm super pale, so I'm all whited out and all kinds of stuff.
Same here.
But yeah,
It's bad.
but we're gonna make it work as best as we can. For those
Uh,
of you who don't know, we are in different states, so we have to do this. We could not just do a Q&A together. We had to do it
yeah,
through.
it's not, hey kid, do you want to come to my house or am I coming over to yours?
Yeah, exactly. We're in different
Be
states,
nice,
so this
but
is this is how it has to go for now. But thank you all for putting in your questions for one thing. Super excited. We got some really great ones.
I know,
Um,
I saw them. I'm just like, oh my god, these are actually going to be good.
I think the both of us though want to clear the air with something really quickly. Yesterday, I got a lot of disrespectful comments about our Dmitry Belikov, Alexander Hill. I would just like to put out a statement that you guys don't understand that um, nobody's being paid for this. These are literally people that just want to do this project, and they did not get on board with me just messaging them out of nowhere to be bullied and disrespected.
Yeah,
Disrespected.
I'm
That's
getting from Wisconsin, guys. Like, do you guys
Yeah,
not,
she's
like,
traveling from a different state to do this. So you guys disrespecting the people that have been working so hard on this is kind of defeating the purpose of why we're doing this. You guys, I know a lot of fans didn't like the cast that they made for the movie, and so if you guys didn't like that cast where they have money to hire actual actors, how well do you think we're gonna do in Idaho not paying anybody? So, if you guys don't like everybody, that's fine. You don't have to. I know I'm not gonna please everybody. I know we're not gonna please everybody. It's the way that it is. But at least be respectful. You want to
yeah.
say, hey, oh gosh, like that character, I wish you would have been able to get them, but this person, is fine, or I wouldn't have picked them, blah, blah, that's fine. But you don't need to be saying disrespectful
Don't completely
comments.
disrespect them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart. Like, and his favorite Kira.
yeah.
But I mean, like, it was nice to hear that there was fans that actually were being respectful and being like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Like,
Yeah. No, I also want to say that I do appreciate, and a lot of people messaged me today saying that they were super excited, like about Alexander doing this and everything. So I appreciate those, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not about being mean, but I don't appreciate people disrespecting my people. I'm very protective of the people that are around me and that do things for me, and especially with like in Kay's instance, she's coming from a different state to do this, so I'm extremely protective of my people because they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart. So I would really appreciate it if everybody would be just respectful. And if you don't want to watch it, you don't want to think, whatever, it's cool. You don't have to, but don't come on and be mean. So now that
oh,
we've,
so here's a note for everybody that's on the cast. Like, I haven't actually met you guys, so hi,
yeah,
so hi.
she's saying hi to everybody. She's amazing. I'm so excited for her to come, and she's literally gonna be the perfect Lissa. I'm so excited. We're gonna get into the whole relationship because those are some questions between us and
Yeah.
everything in a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. So, do you want to start with the questions?
I actually don't like. Do you want me to pull it up on Facebook,
No,
or
I
do
can
you
just,
have it
I
like
can
written
just,
down?
yeah, I have them all written down, so I can just ask them, and that way they know
Yeah.
what the question is. And yeah, okay. So, uh, the first one that we got was, oh gosh, I don't even remember like who these questions are from, but I do remember this one.
I know Stephanie
Yeah,
asked the one about
yeah,
Lissa and Rose.
yeah.
Like, that's the one that I remember perfectly because it was the first question I saw. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so I was actually going to say, I know this one's from Stephanie, who's playing our Tasha Ozera. And the question is, have you guys been developing chemistry? So, do you want to start with that?
Yeah, literally. We've been like texting every single day, and if you look on our Facebook like chat, we are literally nicknamed Lissa and Rose.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. And like, cause she'll text me and she'll be like, "Hey, Liz," I'm like, "Hey, Liz, what's up?" And we literally will quote the movie. I'm not kidding. Cause like when the whole Dimitri thing was going on with Alexander, I was like, "It's your turn to have a little cry, and it's my turn to kick a little ass."
I kind of fangirled really hard.
I loved it. I had to. By the way, I had to. So yeah, it's been like because ever since I first got cast, like, we started talking, like, immediately, because I'm like, okay, this is gonna be roles, I gotta start talking to her.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, gosh, I hope I can talk to her every day and everything and build that relationship, because it's hard, like, not only you just being thrown in a situation where really it's a stranger, but we're from different states, so it's not like we can just go get coffee and you know what I mean, so we have to communicate as much as possible.
And like I said, when we were actually trying to get this started earlier, like, these girls have had a friendship since they were 5.
Yeah, it's kind of
a 12-year friendship.
It's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, I'm not the one pretty sure Stephanie asked him. I'm like, okay.
And I was like, yeah, we are, thankfully. Like, thankfully we hit it right off. It wasn't like,
the video I couldn't have sent you. It was just of, like, the logo and the brother doing the closer dance. I'm like, this is going to be me. Like, not going to lie.
It's okay, it's going to be the both of us. We're just going to be in the car like that. I know the rest of the cast is gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, it's just like, those two have anesthesia. Like, we need to call 911.
It's so true. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So yes, to answer the question, as you can tell, we have been developing chemistry. So I'm gonna make a little like check mark or something, or I'll just like kind of cross it out so that way I know we answer that in case I'm like, oh, did we answer that one?
We don't answer it twice.
Yeah, right. This is kind of the same one. It is, what are you guys doing to get the best friend feels between you two? And kind of like what she said, really just talking every day, almost all day, unless we have to, like, you know, do something, but it's really consistent. Yeah, but it's, like, really consistent.
You about how I hate the people at work.
Yeah, like, we really are, like, consistently keeping, like, talking so we can form a bond, like we're supposed to have, you know? So that's really what we've been doing so far. I mean, it's been working, so... So yeah. Okay, there's probably more questions about Rose and Lissa in here, but that's okay. We can answer them. Maybe we'll think of other smart things to say. Okay, so this one is, how are you going to develop romantic chemistry between you and Dimitri?
Oh, that's all you go.
Listen, I need the backup, okay?
We don't have Christian yet.
Well, hopefully we will soon. I'm hoping that, you know, we'll get a for sure
so
answer.
This is you. This is your question.
Well, for those of you who don't know, and I don't even know if he remembers me from high school, but we went to high school together, me and Alexander, and we just kind of, because like I told some fans that messaged me earlier, he's not huge on social media, so I actually had to go through a lot. I had to find his email from a mutual friend and like email him and kind of go back and forth. And to give a little background, he actually is an actor. If I remember correctly, he was in the theater in high school, and he's been acting since he graduated, from what it looks like. So he's an actor. He's not just, you know, anybody. I gave him all the information on the character and everything. He's super excited, so I'm super happy about that. And we haven't done anything quite yet because I just kind of threw him in here. But what we are planning on doing is I actually start my training tomorrow on how to become a badass like Rose. But we are going to start scheduling like training sessions and things like that, so that way we can kind of build that mentor kind of relationship and like just kind of go from there. It's going to be a slow build. Thankfully we have a year because, you know, things like that just don't happen right away. But yeah, we're just going to start training together, and once we start getting the script, we're like really going to run through our lines together and really just kind of try and build a bond, kind of like we've been doing, but in like, I guess, a different sense. Yeah. So yeah, so he's the newest cast member, so it's really new. But like I said, like the training and stuff like that is going to really help to build that relationship that Rose and Dimitri have, that mentorship, that mutual respect, but that love at the same time. So we're going to try and put all of that in there because I know that it's a really important part of the relationship. So that's what we're planning on doing so far for that. Okay, next one. Another chemistry one, but what are you going to do to develop chemistry for all of the characters? So far we haven't been able to get everybody together, but on the 24th of this month, I'm hoping to do, like, not a group promo, but, like, try and get as much of the cast together as I can to do kind of promo shoots, and hoping that we can get Kay on Skype or something while they're here so they can build the relationship with Lissa, and hi, and yeah, what do you have any ideas?
Maybe the one that we were talking about with, just going on, like, group text, because that's how I've been, like, getting close to Tasha, too.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Getting everybody in a group text, that'd be your domain because you're friends with everybody on Facebook.
Yeah, but again, I can, like, I can get everybody.
Just get everybody on, like, a group text, and we can just go, like, back and forth, because
just go ham.
That's how it's gonna have to work.
I know. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's not going to be, like, the chemistry, like, the knowledge of everybody's not going to happen within, like, 2 days.
No, it's not. Like, you can't. I mean, you know. And, like we said before, like, you know, with you being in a different state, it's kind of hard, but we're going to work with it as best as we can. Because, for those of you, again, who don't know, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think we put it out there. She's not coming in to Boise until... what, I think 2 days before we start shooting, did we say? The first and then the third?
Like the first, because that's a Tuesday, and I'm like, yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah. So she won't be even, like, here until 2 days before we start filming, so she's going to have to build her chemistry with everybody, which is going to be really hard, because she's going to have to build her chemistry with Christian through online. Yeah. But we're going to make it work. It's a make it work moment. Not that that quotes the book, it quotes Tim Gunn, but you know what, it's fine. Okay, the next question is... So
that is when you would get, like... Sorry to cut you off.
No,
that's when you would get, like, the list and those shoots, and the list of shoots, it's gonna have to happen on the first. Like, those 2 days are gonna be, like, packed.
Yeah, they're gonna be packed, yeah. That's actually a good thing, so that people know. Yeah, it's good that she's coming 2 days beforehand because we're going to do the solo Lissa promo and the Rose and Lissa promo and probably the Christian and Lissa promo all in those first 2 days, and she is going to kind of help me finalize whatever else we have that we need to just last minute stuff. So yeah, anybody wondering when she's going to do her promo shoot, it's going to be when she gets here 2 days before we start shooting. So...
everybody else's promo shoots are gonna be done and pretty. And
well, I want to do like the first promo shoots, and then I want to do them like next year as well. I just want to do it now, like the first ones now, so that way it kind of gets everybody kind of more invested in their character and like more into that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are just people that I knew that either wanted to act or just try something new, so they really don't know the story very well, so in that it gives them enough time to read the books and watch the movie and like envelop themselves, and I think doing promo shoots kind of throughout is a good idea.
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering, I will be blonde and I will have green eyes by then. My aunt, like, it's a long kind of story, but my aunt, for all intents and purposes, she's like a professional hairdresser, and I already planned on getting jade colored contacts months before this happened, so I'm just like, I was looking at, it was hilarious, I was looking at my Tumblr, and it was like, you know how I'll show you, like, past posts? Like, I saw that post, and I'm like, oh my god, because it was like Jade, Hazel, like, Emerald, like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, literally everybody that commented was like, Jade, 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 Jade. I'm like,
yes. Alrighty.
I was looking at it, I was like, this is meant to be.
Seriously, it so was. It's so perfect. And actually that actually kind of goes into our next question, which is Alexander going to grow his hair out? I guess not everybody can tell, but in the picture, the first picture that I posted of him, he actually kind of has long hair already. He just kind of has it slicked back, and he is going to grow his hair out for the
Even
role,
just
and
like, if he's got his hair like down, it'll probably be like down to here.
yeah, like when he has it, yeah, so he just needs to grow it out just a little bit more. And I sent him pictures of Dimitri and everything, so he's gonna like, he's, again, like I said, he's an actor, so he's gonna go all in. I know he is. So yeah, his hair is already pretty long, but he probably will, he just needs what, like a few more inches and it's good. So.
A couple more inches, as long as he can tie it back.
Yeah,
like
yeah, just as long as he can tie it back,
good.
it's perfect, yeah. So, yes, he will be. Oh, my pen's not, okay, there we go. It's working. I love this next question, because I think that this is like everybody's biggest fear in their back of their mind. Are you going to keep it as close as possible to the book? And
yeah, that's in James's domain right now.
yeah, it's in James's domain right now, but he also knows where I stand on it. I told him I want to keep it as close to the book as possible. I want to have all the meat. Even, I think we discussed this in one of our Skype sessions, even if it's like 10 hours long, we will break it up into 2 or 3 movies or whatever and release it in things.
Oh, Harry Potter did it, Twilight did it.
Yeah,
like...
everybody's done it. So, yeah, if it has to be 10 hours long, then we'll do it to keep all the meat in there. I want to keep all the meat in there. I want to put all the scenes in there. Because as a fan, you know, as us being fans, that's what we want. We want to see that. So that's the one nice thing about fans doing it, is because they want to keep everything in there.
Yeah, because still, actors, unless they're actually fans of the book, they'll just cut it out if they need to.
Yeah. The only kind of thing that will stop us from doing it like exactly like the book is obviously, I don't know if everybody knows this, but sometimes like the dialogue between characters in a book doesn't translate into a film. So we may have to change that up a little bit, but we'll still have a lot of quotes and a lot of dialogue that's in there from the book. And the other thing is what we physically can do, because there isn't like a ton of special effects or whatever. Like, I don't know, you know, the locations, how we're going to be able to do everything exactly like the book. Like, obviously we're not going to be able to find a place that has the exact colors and everything that the book has. So it's not going to be right down to every single detail like the book, because it's just not possible. But we are going to keep it as close as we can with our ability and what we have available to us.
Yeah, we can't just change the color scheme of a ski lodge.
Yeah, exactly. But the characteristics of the characters and everything, the personalities are going to be completely the same. The dialogue, unless James thinks that it doesn't flow well into a movie, then he won't completely take it out or like, you know, completely change it, but he'll kind of, you know, change it a little bit so it makes more sense to a scene in a movie. But yeah, we're fans, so obviously we want to see it done as much as possible to the book, you know. Do you have anything to add to that? I feel like I just like ramble on.
This is for James, and I'm really thankful for this, and for you. Thank you so much for taking on, because he, like, I don't know if everyone realizes this, but he's playing Adrian along with doing screenwriting for it.
Yeah.
Along with Kira's doing, like, the screenwriting and being both. So, thank you, James. You are awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's like, me, it's not as hard. I mean, he's a writer, so he knows how to do that. Otherwise, I have no idea. But I trust him, and he doesn't know the series, so he's gonna watch the movie and he's gonna read the book. So, I mean, he's got his homework cut out for him for doing this for us, so I really appreciate it. So let's see what else we got. Wow, that was a really weird voice. I'm so sorry, guys.
What accent was that?
Thankfully, I don't need to play an accent for Rose. Oh my gosh. And then the next question is kind of the same thing. Have you made any changes from the books? Like I said, really we're in the beginning stages. We're still in the very beginning stages of this. So far we haven't changed anything, you know, and as we were saying, we want to keep it as close to it as possible. So we're going to try not to stray away from the book in any way, shape, or form. So you guys don't have to worry, I promise. Okay, and the last question that we got which is also a really good one. And I think we may both have different takes on this because I'm sure we've both had different obstacles on it. What's a major obstacle that you guys have found to make the movie?
Me? You want me to go first or you?
No, you go first.
Okay, so with me, the timing is kind of there, but it also kind of isn't because I'm going to tech school. So, I mean, the timing's there, but it's also kind of not. So I'm going to have to take a semester off.
Oh, jeez.
For that semester. Like, I'm going to take summer school, obviously, but I'm like, and the fact that I'm coming from a different state, like, that's the biggest obstacle. Like, everything else, I don't think yet. And probably like, waking up the next day after I go blonde's gonna suck. You know, I'm gonna be looking in the mirror like, oh, hot damn, I look good as a blonde. Or I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? What's my head? What did I do?
What did I do? Oh.
And then the good thing is I'm not gonna do, like, the green and the blonde at the same time. Like, I'm gonna get the green contacts first, because I plan on doing that within, like, a month.
Right.
But that, like, because if I do the green contacts and the blonde, I'm gonna, like, freak myself out. Like,
yeah, you're gonna wake up and be like, who is this?
Enough. So, your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay. Even though I feel like I've been babbling on this entire time. Honestly, the biggest obstacle so far is was casting. Dimitri was really hard to cast, guys. I don't think you understand how hard that was to cast.
That was horrible, because I text her, like, every day, and like, 2 weeks ago, Erin isn't Dimitri yet? She's like, no. And finally I got a different response, and I'm like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah, exactly. And just finding people that are, you know, as close as I can to the cast members with also, like, a kind of an open schedule or a way that I can work around their schedules has been really hard because, again, these aren't actors. They're people with real jobs and real school time and stuff like that. So that's been really hard. I think, honestly, just getting my thoughts together because it feels like such a giant undertaking at first. Like, I was like, what did I just do? Like, why did this even come to mind? Because this is a lot. Like, holy crap. But I'm sure that we're going to face a lot of obstacles along the way. I'm sure that when we start filming, there's going to be problems because, we're going to be filming in Idaho in November and December. So, we never know what the weather's going to be like.
Hands are going to be our best friends. We got to stack up, like, go to Walgreens and just buy a box.
Right, seriously.
Per person.
Yeah, per person. And I'm sure that once I start trying to find locations, that's going to be a huge deal. I already kind of started, which I didn't even announce yet to everybody because I haven't gotten a response back, but I messaged, or emailed, I guess, whatever you want to call it, the head desk lady, as I drop my pen, whatever, at my old high school to try and see if we can film some scenes there of, like, the training scenes, because we have, like, little gym areas that were, like, kind of separated from everything else that I thought would be good for the training scenes and maybe a few other scenes. I have kind of a thing on a ski lodge that we have a little bit of information on, but I have to call. I'm not going to call, obviously, until it gets a little closer, probably January, February time, to see if they'll allow us to shoot up there. If not, I have a few other options that I can pick from that I've kind of allowed us to have. But yeah, I feel like we're going to hit a few obstacles along the way before we kind of hit our stride. But so far the casting has been hard and just trying to keep everything separated and neat and organized.
See, I couldn't do it because I'd, like, I couldn't do it because everything would be, like, a disaster. You kidding me? I was a hot mess within, like, for, like, a good week. You know what I'm talking about. I was a hot mess.
I know what you're talking about because I'm a hot mess usually too, okay? That's why it's been so hard to get this organized.
It was like the week I had to work every single fucking day, and I'm like, God, because I had at the time 2 jobs, because I didn't tell you this, I quit Sam's. So. Because that's the one job I hate, because I really doing out day work at Sam's. I'm like, I told my mom that this morning. She's like, did you call in? I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I sure did. Bye. Oh my
Bye,
god.
bitch.
Bye, bitch. Oh my god. You're seriously gonna be the most perfect Lissa ever. Like, I'm so excited. You don't even know. So yeah, that was the last question that we had. Do you have anything else to add before we end this lovely video that... Ooh, 25 minutes.
Dude, even though it took, like, forever to get this thing started.
I know! Now it's gonna take like 10 hours for it to upload, but it's fine. It's whatever.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. So no, nothing else to add?
I'm good.
Okay.
Alright. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you soon.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the questions.